So I definitely spent more of it as learning the fundamentals, of course, through all my classes, but really using it as a place to grow a network, meet new people, and get hands-on experience across the board. So of course, internships are great, but I think the other nice part about a lot of universities is there are so many different clubs to go try different things and just actually get that experience as well as labs. And so getting that real world experience is massive, whether it's on campus, in clubs, or in internships, and also just talking to everyone that you possibly can. Because inherently, I mean, a lot of the students here listening to this are at great schools. And so very much so post grad, post PhD, your colleagues are going to be at some amazing companies, and so will you. And so network's huge.
Yeah, I think there's a bunch of ways to make your academic career really valuable for joining a startup or for starting your own company. I think my particular take on that is that the ability to apply what you're learning in classes to a company, to a project, to a club is really the key. So internships, clubs, and labs, I think slightly to a lesser degree, but really applying the knowledge that you're gaining in these classes to a real project.
Kind of back to the conversation we had at the start, less about GPA, more about get out there and do
Yeah.
something with it.
Yeah, and I think I would also add to that, working in a team is another really big one. I think that's something that's a little hard to really cultivate in academics. You work in
I
small
want to ask about
projects,
that
but
because I feel like sometimes when I want to put teamwork or leadership on a resume for an engineering job, I'm not sure what's relevant, like what's like useful. You guys talking about like clubs, or what teamwork do you guys like to see on a resume when you're hiring?
for new grads in particular, I think the only thing that really would stand out to me is the club experience,
Okay,
working
clubs.
on the project, and actually like saying this is where we started. This is when we went to this competition in Michigan for FSE or something like that, and here's how it went. Here are the disagreements we had along the way. Here's how we worked through those. Having that experience is really valuable.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. And I think we've seen it as early as like first robotics in high school. I think a lot of people
Yeah.
get their first team experience through there.
Mm.
That'll carry on to clubs in college, and you can see them go from a team member maybe at the first year of college to leading sub teams at like a rocketry org by the end of their college careers. And so seeing that, I think, is fantastic. I think it's a little tough to put directly on a resume, but being able to speak to it and just understand the nuances of team disagreements or how you make kind of leading decisions and kind of get the team behind you as you kind of go pursue them is absolutely impressive.
Got it.